Hi friends, Allison here, dropping in to share with you a new scrapbook layout. This layout is a mixed media layout. I added some spray from a mini mister to the background and then added a cut file over top of it that I cut with my Cricut. I'm also using products today from Cocoa Vanilla Daydream, as well as some products from Pinkfresh Studio and some phrase stickers from Tim Holtz phrase sticker books. So I started by cutting this tag with my Cricut. I cut that from the Cocoa Vanilla pattern paper. I used the 6x8 pad for that, and I'm using some craft foam to pop it up just a little bit. I'm going to use that as my everything mat. It's going to have my photos and the title on it as well, and then I'm going to stick some florals and embellishments underneath it and over top and around it, just to make that the focal point of my layout. I just used my tape runner to adhere the tag to my layout, and as you can see, I am working on adding florals now as well. Those were also cut with my Cricut. They cut in two pieces. I love these flowers. They're so pretty. The bottom portion of it, though, I hand stitched. In the video, it's not very easy to see. Actually, I don't think it's very easy to see anyways. But I know that it's there, and it does add just a little bit more texture to the layout as well. If you look closely, you do actually see it poking out from beneath the top part of the flower image. I did think about stitching the top portion of it, but the cuts are so thin, I didn't think it would work, and just doing the center of the flower wasn't enough for me. I also cut smaller florals as well, all from white cardstock, and then I backed them with bright, colorful cardstock. I'm sticking with a half rainbow color scheme, so there's pink, orange, yellow, and blue. I don't think I used green in this layout. But it's all about the florals and the bright, pretty colors. I did add some hand stitching to the center of the tag as well. That cut in two pieces, and so the white cardstock got a little bit of hand stitching as well, just to dress it up a little bit more. Some of the smaller flowers are being adhered to the layout with foam squares because they're not being adhered on top of anything else. I wanted them to pop up a little bit more, so I used foam squares to achieve that. They're going to be sprinkled around the page, more to the left-hand side of the layout than to the right. But at the moment, I'm just going to be adding, I guess in a second here, my pictures. There's two pictures. They were printed at 2x2 inches, and then they're going to sit on top of the tag, on the white portion of the tag. Apparently I'm still working on flowers, but I will get to, here we go with the pictures in just a minute. So I'm using my tape runner again just to adhere the pictures to the tag. I'm not adding them straight, I'm kind of adding them on an angle, so they're a little bit wonky. I will add a tag to that left photo in right now. It's going to get stapled to the left side of the photo after I stamp the date on it. The story is about the company that my husband worked for closing their doors here in the town that we live, and the offer to relocate. And after we discovered that they were closing and were going to be tossing all of their furniture, we went down to the office and took what we could. We didn't want to let that go to waste. Like, who would? It was perfectly good office furniture. So we snagged like a couple bookcases, a couple office chairs, lots of office supplies, and they're a part of our home now. So now that the pictures are on, I am adding more florals. There's lots of florals in this layout, and I just love it. I am getting to the end of my Tombow Mono liquid glue, so you're going to be seeing me tap it on my desk quite a bit, just trying to get the last of the glue out. Here is the Tim Holtz phrase stickers that I'm using, they're going to be added to some of the florals. So there will be 2 added just beneath the title. And then there's another one that goes to the bottom left of the layout as well, and that'll be a longer phrase. I decided to add the phrase stickers to some white cardstock as well, just so that they don't stick to parts underneath it, because the embellishments they're stuck to are adhered with either craft foam or foam squares, and I didn't want them sticking to the layout base. So there are 2 ways that you can get around that. If you don't want to add your stickers to cardstock and then trim them out, you can use your anti-static tool, if you have one, to de-stick your stickers as well. I never think of that hack. My go-to and the first thing I always think of is paper. And so that's what I go with. If you don't want to use white cardstock either, definitely feel free to take paper that might not be your favorite and use that up to stick your stickers to. You're still technically using it, but you're not seeing it. So I think once again, I'm adding, more flowers. You're going to see some hand movements here and some funny things in just a little bit. My daughter was she was hanging out with me while I was scrapbooking and we were talking. And so I'll be pointing at things and doing things and stuff like that while I'm scrapbooking. One of their burning questions when they're in the office with me while I'm playing is, "Are you recording, Mom?" Because they don't want their voices heard or their hands seen in the video. They're very shy, which they're not, but they are. They're funny. So flowers are being adhered. This flower here I'm gluing directly to the layout base because I knew that I wanted to add this one over top of it, and I wanted there to be some variation in height. Here are some stickers that I have from Pinkfresh Studio that I'm using to further embellish my layout from 2 different collections. I'm not sure where the epoxy stickers, what collection they are from, but the other ones are from Let's Stay Home. I'm pretty sure that's Pinkfresh. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know in the comments, but I thought that was Pinkfresh Studio. I'm also adding some enamel dots. They are from Cartabella, and I'm sprinkling them around the page in yellow because I wanted to add a little bit more yellow to this layout. And you're going to see me towards the end leave my scissors up at the top of the layout with an enamel dot on the end. I use my scissors as a scooper, for lack of a better word, to pick up my enamel dots and then deposit them where I want them on my layout. It just makes it easier for me. My daughter wanted to help, but she didn't want the video, my phone, to be recording. So she adds the last enamel dot, but I turn the camera off just to keep her comfortable. So I'm adding just a couple more enamel dots here, just trying to figure out where I want them to go. And the very last one will be adhered by my daughter. You might have also noticed that I added my journaling as well. I did that off camera, just because it's time consuming and I didn't want to make this video any longer than it already is. Okay, so I'm just about done my layout now. At this point, I was just trying to figure out what cardstock I wanted to mat this layout to. I really liked the orange, but I really liked the blue as well, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted. In the end, the orange won out. Orange is a color I rarely use, and I thought it was its turn to shine. That's it for my layout. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I do have close-ups coming up, so feel free to stick around for those. And I hope this layout inspired you. Definitely be sure to go check out the Scrapbook Nerd shop. New product is arriving almost daily, and you definitely need to go check that out. Look for your Pinkfresh, your Cocoa Vanilla, and all your favorite manufacturers in the shop at Scrapbook Nerd. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.